So with the spring onions, we need to cut the very bottom off, and then where it starts to split, this is where you need to cut the onion. So at the top here and the bottom. And then sometimes you can feel it's quite sandy underneath. So we can take a layer of the spring onion off. We can peel the spring onion. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut the spring onion, use your hand as a claw grip, into small round little chunks of spring onion. So with the garlic, we need to take the top and the bottom off. We don't want to eat the skin. So we're just going to peel the clove. Now I've chosen to use 2 cloves of garlic because I like the flavour of garlic in my food. So it's up to you to use 1 or 2 cloves. And we're going to use a garlic crusher. Open the garlic crusher, place the garlic inside, and you do need to push quite strong now. You can see it comes out. Scrape it off. Now what's really important is you don't waste what's inside. So you open the garlic crusher, place the remains of the garlic back inside, re-squash for a second time, squeeze it through, again scrape off, and then the last thing you need to do is to remove any of the garlic from inside. Otherwise you'll be wasting that and you'll make all your washing up water all garlicky. So we've got the chicken on a red board so we can have cross-contamination. We make sure we keep it all separate. You can either use a pair of scissors or you can use a knife. Some people don't like to handle chicken, so I thought I'd show you a way that you can cut the chicken without handling it. Place a fork inside and cut through your chicken, so then you're not holding the chicken, and you are looking to cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces. So what I tend to do is go through, cut it into strips, and then go back over, and you are looking for chunks of chicken. Ideally you want the chicken to be all the same size so that when it cooks, it all cooks at the same time. If you don't like using a fork and a knife, then you can use a pair of scissors to cut your chicken. So in the saucepan is a small amount of oil and the chicken. We're also going to add to that the onions, the spring onions and the garlic, and we're going to cook this for a few minutes until it turns white and all the chicken has been coated in the flavourings and it's all gone golden white. So keep stirring the chicken in the pan until it's all gone white. You can still see there's a few pink bits here, so we're going to do it for a little bit longer. When it's all gone white, turn the heat down and then allow it to cook for a couple more minutes before you add in the curry paste. Okay, so now you're at the stage where your chicken is all turned white, and we're now going to add in our flavouring. So we're going to add about 1/3 of a jar of Thai green curry paste. So that goes in, and then give it a stir so it's coating all the chicken. And then we're going to add our coconut milk. It's quite strange in the tin because it's quite solid at the top, but it will melt as it goes into the container. But go careful because underneath this layer, you can see, is all the liquid. So if you're not careful, you're likely to get spirted with the milk when you take out the coconut. So that goes into your pan, and you keep stirring it until it all melts down, and it creates you a lovely creamy sauce. Now this will then need to cook for about 10 minutes until the chicken is fully cooked. So this is your lovely creamy curry. As you can see, it's quite a watery curry. So if you don't want it to be as runny as this, you can decrease the amount of coconut milk you add. But it has got a lovely flavour. What we're going to do now is add the finishing touches. We're going to add in some fresh coriander. I'm adding a few more spring onions because I like to have a little bit of a crunch at the end. Otherwise the ones you put at the beginning have gone nice and soft. I'm also going to add some fresh peas. You could add sugar snap peas if you wanted to. And I'm going to add some fresh lime juice. This will help to give it that lovely fresh flavour and a little bit of zing to your food. So once you've added all of that into your curry, give it another stir and then let it cook for 2 more minutes, and then you'll be ready to check your chicken is fully cooked. So when you think your chicken is ready, you're going to use a temperature probe. Place the temperature probe into the middle of the chicken, make sure it's not coming out the other end. And then you're going to check your temperature, and you're looking for it to be above 75 degrees. If you're happy with one piece, please check another piece. And again, if it's above 75 degrees and it's staying there or going higher, then you know that your chicken is fully cooked. If you didn't have a temperature probe at home, then you could cut the chicken in half and make sure that it's white all the way through. But please make sure that your chicken is fully cooked before you go to eat your curry.